Good afternoon. Thanks for watching Balls Deep. This is Balls Deep Personal Journal Edition. It's the show where I enter my most personal journal entries, which I usually don't share with anyone, but today you're in luck. Today I'm going to share my journal with you. You may know last week I bought the Bud Light and there was that whole horrible incident where the handle broke. But you don't know about the after party, after effects. I talked to a buddy of mine who works for as a Budweiser distributor, and he told me to call 1-800-DIAL-BUD to see how they could handle my scenario. So I called him up, and a lady answered, and she confirmed my age and confirmed that I was over 21. I told her my date of birth. And then she said, all right, well, tell me what happened. And I told her, you know, last week I went to the video game store, I bought some new video games, and then I went over to the Target, and I purchased some Bud Light Platinum, probably the finest Bud Light there is. And I went over to the car and I put the stuff back in the car, and then I went to the burrito shop and I got a burrito, and I went home. I took my dog upstairs and I put the dog in my room, and then I went downstairs and I got the Platty and I got my frozen fruit in the other hand. And as I lifted the Platty, the Bud Light Platinum case, with the handle, the ready-made handle that was intended to be used as a handle to carry, because that's what handles are for, I felt it slip out of my hand. And now, I'm not going to lie, and I'm telling the lady all of this, I'm not going to lie, I was very ginger, very cavalier with the handle. I didn't use two hands, because I also had frozen fruit in my other hand for my protein drinks, and I wanted to get that inside before it melted. It was a warm day, much like today. You know, and I slipped and it crashed and it hit the ground, and she's like, I'm sorry to hear about that. I was like, yeah, I lost 3 soldiers that day. That was the good news. Only 3 beers broke. 9 of them were fine. And she asked me, you know, has this happened before? And I said, it happened one other time, and I didn't feel the need to call about it. I didn't want to take up your time, and I lost a few beers that day too. So this seems to be a continuing problem. Not one that's going to cause me to stop purchasing Bud Light or Platty. It's rich uncle. But one that I'm concerned about nevertheless. So she told me, and she listened, and she understood what I was saying, and she asked me how much that 12-pack was. And I told her it was $10.99. And she said to me, would you like it if I mailed you, she called me Ryan, not Balls Deep, would you like it if I mailed you a check for $12 to buy some more Bud Light? And I said, of course I'd like it. Who wouldn't like $12? She took down my address, and today, a little over a week later, I received a letter. Now we're going to open this letter. This is the first time it's been opened. And inside of this letter, thank you for taking the time to contact Anheuser-Busch with your concerns pertaining to Bud Light Platinum. In addition to producing a great tasting, high quality product, satisfying our consumers is the most important thing we do, and I believe her. Immediately after receiving your comments, we notified the appropriate department. They have shared the details with our quality control professionals. We appreciate your confidence that this situation will be addressed. I am confident that it will be. In fact, it was. Accept our apology and the enclosed refund check for your inconvenience. Should you experience a future concern with the Anheuser-Busch product, please retain the product and packaging in question in the event our product control quality team would like to obtain a sample. Stephanie. It was a fantastic phone call with Stephanie. I made a few jokes. She laughed. You know, told her about my dog. I was walking my dog, and she mailed me a check for $12. This is customer service, and this is why I'm going to keep drinking Bud Light till the day that I die. Balls deep.